What if I told you that a handshake between three men in a room with no cameras is quietly determining the price of everything you buy, the job you might lose, and the next country that could collapse? This is not a conspiracy theory. It's happening right now. By the end of this video, you'll never look at the news the same way again. Welcome to Dark Briefing, where we decode the real forces behind global power, money, and the stories mainstream media buries on page 12. I'm your name, and today we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most consequential and least talked about economic deals of 2025. In late 2024, three of the world's largest sovereign wealth funds quietly shifted billions out of U.S. Treasury bonds: Norway, Saudi Arabia, and Singapore, all within the same 90-day window. There was no announcement, no press release. Economists noticed, but most people didn't. Now here's where it gets interesting. Around the same time, a series of closed-door meetings were happening in Zurich between central bank officials and private equity giants. While the agenda of these meetings was never released, we can follow the money trail, and it leads somewhere most Americans aren't prepared for. To understand what's happening, you need to zoom out. The US dollar has been the world's reserve currency since 1944, due to the Bretton Woods Agreement. However, a new coalition is forming. China, Russia, Brazil, India, and South Africa, known as the BRICS nations, have been quietly building an alternative financial infrastructure. This isn't a theory. The BRICS nations now represent over 35% of global GDP. In 2025, 3 Gulf states officially joined this bloc, and this oil money represents leverage. Every time a country settles an oil trade outside the dollar, America loses a tiny piece of its financial superpower status. This might seem insignificant at first, but just imagine if your landlord slowly stopped accepting your currency. This is the slow-motion reality unfolding right now. So what does a geopolitical currency war mean for a regular American? More than you might think. First, inflation stays stubborn. If the dollar weakens in global markets, imported goods cost more, impacting your grocery bills, car expenses, and even cell phones. Second, interest rates become a quandary for the Fed. The central bank is caught in a trap. If it raises rates to protect the dollar, it risks triggering a recession. If it lowers them to stimulate growth, it risks dollar devaluation. There's no clean exit from this situation. Third, and this is the one Wall Street doesn't want to say out loud, the companies best positioned in this new environment aren't the ones you might expect. It's not big tech. It's commodity producers, defense contractors, and alternative asset managers. The smart money is already moving, and the question is, are you watching? We're not giving financial advice here, but we are providing the context that financial advisors don't typically share with you. Here's the bottom line. The world's financial order is being renegotiated, not in Congress or on major news networks, but in boardrooms, back channels, and through bilateral trade agreements that most people never hear about. Dark Briefing exists to ensure that you are not the last to know about these crucial developments. If this video made you think differently about the world, hit that subscribe button. Every week we go deeper, follow the money, and uncover something that has been missed by mainstream media. We want to engage with you. Drop a comment below and let us know. Do you think the US dollar will lose its reserve currency status in the next decade? I read every single one of your comments, and I'll see you in the next briefing.